So this is what the final installation looks like. Like I said, the solenoid just bolts to this bracket. And there's a pin right here that goes in. 3 wires that we used. One's ground, and then one's a hold wire, and one's what they call a pull wire. So what we ended up doing is somewhere along the line someone had added these switches, or maybe that's the way it came, but it has designation on how to work. Now obviously when you flip this on, it makes the whole thing power up, which in turn activates this. Now this is powered directly to the battery, along with this being powered directly to the battery. One of the wires to activate this relay, a Bosch style relay, comes from the start switch. And the reason that it does, that comes from the on switch. It's an on power all the time. This Bosch relay is constant power, and that goes to the hold wire on the solenoid for the injector pump. Now what that is once it is activated by this solenoid, which is the white wire, as soon as this activates and deactivates, this wire becomes hot and cold, and that's operated by the start switch. Now, according to the directions, this wire, they say, it's like a temporary on. They say shuts off within 1 second, but it can't possibly do that with a diesel because it just doesn't start up in 1 second. But as soon as we hit the start button, this solenoid is activated, which powers up this wire, which in turn pulls this. Now, what happens after that is, as soon as the generator starts and you release this button, because this is in the on position and it has to be on to even run, that activates this relay, which powers up this red wire, and that in turn powers up the hold part of this solenoid. Now, when I first put it together, it didn't work. And what I had found out, that this solenoid has to be completely depressed all the way as far as it can possibly go, otherwise this hold part of this solenoid will not operate. So I had to adjust this little thing here to make sure that this pulled completely in to full depth, and then as soon as I did that, it worked fine. Now I'm gonna try to start it to activate so you can kind of watch what's going on. So I have started it up. I've started, turned the on position. Now I'm going to hit this, and you're going to watch the solenoid activate. So as soon as I turn this down, this one down. As soon as I do that, this relay releases, which releases the hold, and as soon as I do that, the whole thing shuts down. So I know I'm not a good photographer, videographer, what do you want to call this, but I hope that you at least glean some kind of input on how this would have to be done if you are going to be doing it instead of me. So good luck.